Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of Europa Universalis on the Dorado DLC, of course, and I am your illustrious host, the best Fate Gamer, as always. I know you wouldn't want it any other way. Now, last time we got into our war that we've been, planning meticulously against Bohemia. We got one province out of it. Okay, actually, to be fair, let's be fair about it. Austria started the war, we had nothing to do with it. Not planned whatsoever. Just one wonderful happy accident, but it remains the same. We got our province. Our wonderful emperor is getting weaker and weaker as the years go on. Unfortunately, because that was just after our war with Denmark, and then the Palatinate also brought us into a war, we are now basically incapable of starting any more wars. So instead, we are going to be possibly focusing on getting ourselves another vassal. See if we can get the Liberty Desire effect to trigger with the vassals so we can kind of see what that's all about, because I don't really know. And that way, you know without having to test it out yourself. So we'll try doing that, getting some extra vassals for ourselves. And we should be able to go to war with Bohemia this episode. I certainly hope so. I'm not sure how quick our manpower is going to get back up there. But I'd like to be able to have some action go on in this episode so you're not just listening to my beautiful voice. Granted, probably entertaining enough, but I like to go over, exuberant, make everyone happy. So, our truce is 86. That's only 7 years. 7 years. We should have enough manpower, guys. We should have enough. Let's quickly check our income. 7. We've got a lot of money. Before we get anything else going, let's look at maybe putting in some buildings to help increase our money. What am I clicking on? Good grief. Marketplaces, great. Wow. That's actually quite a big increase. We must have rather awful provinces for trade. Okay. Well, since we're going to be sitting a little bit anyway, we might as well increase our monetary income as best we can. I'm just going to upgrade all the ones that have 3. Yes, that took a lot of money, but I think it's worth it in the long run. We're just going to upgrade the ones that increase it by 3. That's a rather big increase, and we'll just see how much that boosts our economy. Right now we are at 7.37 a month. We just built a whole bunch of marketplaces. We'll check back and see how much it increased it. Is our embassy done? Should be done. Yeah, our embassy's done because we built it in our capital. Okay, so our embassy's done. We have the extra diplomat relation from that. We are going to have our diplomatic relation from our national ideas soon. So as soon as we can get our diplomats +1, we'll get our diplomatic relations +1. Then we'll have to get our diplomatic relations +1 from our diplomatic idea set. So we're going to have a whole bunch of relations, a lot of opportunities to increase our lands via vassalage. So I guess that's kind of our plan for this. I guess that is our plan for this episode. We are going to kick it up to speed 4, so we're not just idly sitting doing nothing. So let's get this started. Yeah, okay, so we already have Silesia as our vassal as well, which is wonderful. Mostly because it kind of prevents Poland from also coming in and taking pieces of Bohemia. Poland's are really good at... Oh, see, this is pretty good too. Fake Germany justified demands. We get justified demands until 84, which is really good. Like, your penalty is down 20%, and the aggressive expansion impact is down 5%, but we're just not going to be able to use it. But as I was saying, Poland's a fantastic ally for us. They're going to basically have common enemies with everyone we're going to be fighting. However, we don't want them to get out of control because of the personal union they lead with Lithuania. They will probably eventually form the Commonwealth. That usually happens. So technically, Poland is all of this. So they're already massive, and you don't want to have to deal with them if they can just, like, free expand down into Hungary and all this. I mean, you don't want to create a superpower, that's for sure. And military tech 7, which is great, because now, once you get military tech 7, it enables the building of cannons, which, oh, right. No manpower. Which you have to have manpower to build, obviously, but that's what we're going to be looking for, is to build some cannons. Get some wonderful artillery into our army. Oh, free stability. A renowned minstrel recently crossed our nation's borders. His intention is to roam our country, bringing joy to all who hear him, but some say your ears... say only your ears are hit... Excuse me. Say only your ears are fit to hear such wonderful music. We're going to allow him to go where he wishes. Stability is so good. So 3 stability, which is the max. That is wonderful. Just freaking amazing. Okay. Vassal. We can get a vassal. I think. 301 are provinces. Alliance would be plus 50. I don't know if we can vassalize him. We might have to do Oldenburg. Although... his doesn't seem as high as it should be either. What about you? Now, all these are going to be fairly low, it looks like. It's kind of weird. Sorry if I'm clearing my throat a whole bunch in this video, guys. I've been recording all morning, and this is on the back end of that set of recordings, so my voice is a little bit stressed. But that's kind of good for you, because it means that even though you have to deal with me and my scratchy throat for this video, you have a whole bunch of other videos coming your way, so it's all good. Oh, a royal marriage from Poland has died. Or ended, excuse me. Ooh, got our 3rd cardinal back. That's awesome. I don't expect him to stay long. That 3rd cardinal seems to be rather fickle. But, for now. I believe last episode also, the Hansa broke their alliance with us, and they are still hostile towards us, so they absolutely did. They desire everything we have, but they'll never be able to declare war on it because they're so small. Well, never effectively be able to declare. Because they could absolutely declare and lose, but why would you want to do that? I'm hoping we can get into our Bohemia war without any wonderful interference from Austria and the Palatinate. Because I expect both of them to want either Salzburg or Bavaria, so we're just gonna kind of hope that they just play nice for a little bit. Although Poland could go to war with the Teutonic Order or Pomerania as well. And if they go to war with Pomerania, it's not necessarily the worst thing. We'll be called to war probably in defense of the Empire or something. Well, no we won't, because we're not the Emperor. I don't think it works like that. But anyway. While I'm thinking of it, let's check on our electors. Still bad. Still coming up all Bohemia. So Bohemia has to go. Oh, we should too fabricate a claim on their province. Before I forget. That is a pretty high risk, but if you recall, we lost them as a rival last episode because they are too small. And what that means is it greatly, as well as, I mean, power projection is also affected by that. It's affected by your rivals and things like that. But specifically in this situation, the risk of discovery. If they're a rival, it greatly decreases your chance of discovery per month. But because of the fact that they are no longer a rival, it's back up to what it would be normally. So we're just going to have to risk it. I mean, it is what it is. This looks like our, Denmark truce. Gain Inquisitor. Yeah, we can gain the Inquisitor and stuff. We're going to have to get a new advisor, but papal influence is worth it, considering. So what do we have for an advisor? Just a yearly prestige guy is the only one I really want to spend money. Yeah, and our agent was discovered. Okay, so we're going to see. Minus 17 from aggressive expansion. Goes down 2.7 a year. We can declare war in 4 years. That'll take it down 5.2, about 10. So we'll still declare our war. So it wasn't that bad or that detrimental. So, okay. At least we still get to declare our war. That's the important thing. Start improving relations with all of our neighbors here. Whoops, don't want to send an insult to England. England actually likes us pretty decently, which is great. We just have the competing great power modifier, but, it's not bad. Somehow we don't have that with Austria, which I'm so happy about. Oh, all of our buildings are done, too. Let's check our income. Okay, so it's went up by 1.1 a month just from building buildings. So that was worth it. It was a lot of gold, but over time, it's definitely worth it. And we can get our Diplo idea. Excellent, excellent. So now we have an extra diplomatic relation from this, too. So that's fantastic. Now, who is this? Alsace. I don't think we could vassalize Alsace. Yeah, they're too far away, so we don't want to do that. They're probably in war, too, but... See, we could vassalize Bremen, possibly. The alliance relation will give us plus 50, so we'll have 151. But since they are an archbishopric, I think they are, we technically wouldn't be able to get the relation high enough yet. We'd only be able to get it... It is 190, I think. Yeah, it's 190. We wouldn't be able to get the relation to 190, so we cannot actually vassalize them specifically yet. Yeah, we're probably not going to go to war with the Hansa for threatening our trade. These guys are a kingdom, right? Okay, so we could actually vassalize Ulm. I guess we'll improve relations with them. I mean, I'm not sure they're the best choice, because then Austria's going to be like, hey, we want that. But they're going to be like that anyway when we go to war with Bohemia, because they have claims on this province as well, and this one. We're not taking both of these. Well, maybe we are. It's only 9 base tax. Maybe we will take both. Maybe we'll take both. We got to be careful, though. If we get, like, excuse me, get a big coalition or something, which we shouldn't. It shouldn't be that big a deal. But the potential to have one is there. Oh, we have 9,000 manpower. We can finally get some cannons going, which is fantastic. Cannons are great. Artillery in general is wonderful. So, our immediate plans after our Bohemia War might be to start Hungary, I suppose. Maybe start going to war with Hungary. And our truce with Burgundy is over from the Palatinate War, because their allies aren't anything special. And then we can start actually going to war with Pomerania. Oh, what? Oh, come on, Big Blue. Big Blue. Come on. That wasn't necessary. These, oh. They're still in with Castile. See, that's gonna make tension, I guess. Because we're kind of sneaking over this way. We're gonna be expanding, bumping up against Burgundy and things. And now France is like, we don't like that fake Germany guy. We don't like him. Something about him, not so good. And then they have Castile. So they have an incredibly strong power force over here. Like, I don't want to mess with that. At least right now, like we are not in a position to mess with France and Castile. And that's getting closer and closer. I mean, we've got 4 provinces away from war here. So maybe we should stay over this side, I guess. But that's interesting, though. That is going to make this a lot more interesting. I mean, it's good for the series, I think, to have a rival like France. It's just not great for our short-term health. So we've only got 3 years left on our truce with Bohemia. So we will try to make sure that war is in this video, just for the sake of something happening. I mean, nothing's really been going on, just kind of, wonderful fluff commentary from yours truly, but sometimes you gotta take the fluff. Cologne is an elector. Oh, see, we could vassalize Cologne, which would be great, but we can't because they have a minus 1,000 modifier from being an elector. Yeah, we'll just take the 10 prestige. The money isn't that significant. Dude, like, Bohemia. I mean, I like this channel to be family friendly, but for real, though, how much dick do you have in your mouth right now? Are you just allies with everyone? Oh my goodness. That's what it is. They're allied with all the electors. Like, what the crap? Oh, Teutonic Order declared war against Pomerania. That's actually great. And here's why. The Teutonic Order is not part of the Empire. So if they take this stuff, I believe we can declare war on them with the reclaiming imperial territory. We might have to be the emperor for that. Oh, what's this? We get government corruption, monthly autonomy change plus. Yeah, that's fine. So, what might happen with that? If we're the emperor, I think you definitely get a reclaim imperial territory Cassis. I don't know if we would necessarily, but we could absolutely take it and make nobody in the empire mad because you're adding the territory back into the imperial fold, so to speak. Like, it's still in the empire, it's just occupied by somebody who isn't. So once you take the said territory back, it's held by someone who's in the empire, and that makes everyone happy. So actually, that's great for us. If they got everyone to come in defense of the empire. So that spiel about that wonderful dream for free territory went out the window. But hey, you can't win them all or most of them or catch a break, I guess. But to be fair, we have caught some decent breaks. We did get territory from Austria in our one war, which kind of surprised me. We probably wouldn't have got that territory in most cases, but that would have been a really good situation up here. Really good situation. Just wasn't meant to be. Guess I'll have to live with it. And I am running out of things to do with my diplomats. I'm just going to have to start sending them all over the place. Improved relations with the Mamluks are actually quite sizable. Okay. Oh, goodness. Although if Bohemia is coming in defense of the Empire, they are going to have their troops all over the place when we declare war on them pretty soon. So we're going to move our guys down here. See? That's what I was saying earlier. Cardinal's already gone. Short-term relationship, us and that third cardinal. Friends with benefits without too much benefits. But, not everyone's ready to be in a committed relationship. I guess that third cardinal's, just testing the waters. Rather frequently, if I do say so myself. Like, kind of obscene. But anyway, how's our people relation going? What do we got? Oh, just diplomat stuff. No big deal. Yeah, no one's really put in a lot of investment to take the Curia controller away from the Papal State, which is usually pretty uncommon, I think. Usually, like, France and England seem to put a significant amount into that. I'm not really sure anyone's actually got it other than the Papal State. I haven't been playing, hey, we got a supporter back, woot woot. Everyone else is still for Bohemia, but that won't last. We're going to make sure of that. Oh, see, now it's kind of sucks, because Pomerania is going to get territory. Like, I would be shocked if they don't take Danzig. Maybe they won't because it's a defensive war, but they should because you're getting a pretty big bonus because you're adding territory into the Empire. If I was them, I'd take it. Because if you don't, Poland is, I'm sure. I'd love to have it myself, but it's just not in a great position. Seriously. Oh yeah, the Palatinate is our buddy. I think this is like this. It's at least the second time, if not the third time, they have insulted us. Why? I mean, be a real friend. Don't go insulting your friends. Don't do it. It's not nice. Hurts feelings. Oh, cool. Our relationship is actually better with Bremen. Okay, so we might actually be able to get the vassalization with them now. Accept rightful claims. Nobles demand privileges. The privileges of the nobility have been under continuous assault. As Bernd has attempted to centralize more and more control, the nobles have finally lost their patience and are demanding that they are given back what they believe is rightfully theirs, or not. So, moving on. We should be able to get the vassalization with him. Might be able to get this one as well. We might try to get those before we go to war. Potentially. I'm not too sure if that's what we're going to be doing. maybe just get the one vassalization alliance from Denmark. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, we hate you. Will you please be our buddy? Please. So alone. Hey, they actually don't have personal unions anymore either. Awesome. So Oh. Okay, guys. We don't have ships, but Norway is weak. We might be doing something against Norway and expanding our empire up this direction now. That's a very good development for us. We didn't catch a break here, but the fact that both countries have broke off from Denmark. Denmark be a nice lady? Huh? No. Closer than I figured they'd be, but not close enough. So, when we declare on Denmark now, only 2 countries are coming in and we're just fighting them. The only bad thing about fighting Denmark, we don't have a navy. Like, it would be better if we could somehow get war with the Hansa, because their allies are this little one province guy and the guy way up here. So, irrelevant. So we're actually going to decline that. We have no interest in that alliance, so I'm actually going to improve relations with Sweden. Because what I might do is get an alliance with Sweden, potentially, to go to war with that. Oh, okay, so we lost our truce with Bohemia. Yeah, our truce. So we can declare a war now. Are you kidding me? Poland declared war on the Teutonic Order. This is where they started. The Teutonic Order. Poland! Like, we were just gonna declare war. What are you doing? I guess we should check Muscovy's troops. I think it's like really of no risk to us. I mean, Lithuania's got 36,000. Poland's got 23,000. They should have it easy. So I will accept. Just delays our goals, whatever. Oh, actually, what happens if we declare? Oh, right. Our previous one has ended. We can't declare war yet. Okay, now we can. Nobody would come help us. So I guess screw that. Is it because we're actually in war? Yeah, it's because we're already in war. Freaking goodness, Poland. Poland just gave us the big ol' you know what and the you know where. Family friendly. So, I guess this episode just went from being eventful at the end to crying at the end. We're gonna have to wait until next time, I imagine, to get our war with Bohemia. Rip dreams. Rip. Guess we can improve relations with them. Maybe they'd be a vassal at some point. Just so sad. It was good. They were all fighting over there. We would have had Poland and everyone coming in. It would have been great. And instead we get this. Yeah, as I figured, it's not like it matters. They're gonna win that. It's just sad. Well, I guess we get our vassal, though, right? So we can at least do that. We're gonna have to send him a gift, though, to get him to like us the last bit for vassalization. Which is fine. Not a big deal. The Emperor has enacted a reform. Jeez, finally. See, this is why it was kind of annoying when the AI had, excuse me, had control, because they don't take this. But the Emperor has enacted imperial reform. With the backing of members of the Holy Roman Empire, the Emperor has decided to go through with the reform call for Reichsreform. This reform has the following effect. Reform the Empire to a more centralized model. The Emperor gets all of this crap. We don't get crap. We get nothing. But hey, go Empire, right? Oh, the next time we get -1 on rest if they enact that reform. Great. They're not going to be Emperor that long. We won't have it. They're going to not exist. We'll get them. I assume we can get our vassal going. Okay, there. Booge. Booge, booge, booge. Got a vassal. Boom. And then we take trade power away from the Hansa by doing that. Awesome. They did take Danzig. That makes Pomerania significantly better off. That sucks. I don't like that. Oh, the Hansa. The Hansa are now papal controller. Ouch. Well, we have good papal standing, but when you're papal controller, you can excommunicate people, and then you can get declared on by other Catholic nations without a penalty. Might as well up the admin since we actually can't do anything right now. Stability cost. Yeah, we'll get +1 missionary strength. That's always a welcome thing. Military tech 8. That's really good. That's really good. The doctrine of particular judgment. When we die, God judges immediately and decides a soul's fate until it awaits last judgment. A monk started a doctrinal dispute that verges on the edge of heresy. When he claimed that there is no purgatory and saying prayers for the dead would not assist their passage into heaven, these disputes are threatening the very unity of our church. Probably a heretic, or gain 5 on... Nah. Not about it. Like I've said before, we want the Protestant Reformation because we want to be Protestant. It's got really good benefits. So why lower the reform desire? No reason to it. So technically we're in a war. We are not fighting in the war. There's no point for us to fight in the war. Poland gets a little weaker because of it. Not the worst. I don't know how they lost. They had fantastically superior numbers, and they're getting their butts kicked. The only way we are fighting in this is if they send things into our territory. That is the only way they can entice me to actually care. How's our relations going with our buddies, though? Need to improve it with the Palatinate. Might need to with Poland as well. Nope, theirs is still over 90. Okay. So, let's see if we can get another vassal. We don't have any liberty desire going on, right? Oops, that's the wrong one. Subjects. Didn't Liberty Desire used to be displayed here or something? I don't know, I thought it did. Apparently, maybe I'm misunderstanding how the mechanics works. I was sure, excuse me. I was sure they gained Liberty Desire now. I swear I read that. Well, no matter. We have a new vassal. Not a big deal. They gonna win this? Hey, they beat Muscovy. So maybe they have a chance to come back and still win this. We'll find out. Unfortunately, I think that's where we're gonna have to call it an episode. Nothing has really happened, unfortunately. I mean, we got a new vassal. We're technically in a war with our friend Poland. We didn't want to waste our manpower because we have other motives, other people we want to go to war with, other things we want to be doing with our manpower. So we just kind of got to sit on the edges, wait for that to finish out. It shouldn't be too long, hopefully, and then we can actually get to doing real stuff, you know. Overthrowing Bohemia comes to mind. maybe annexing / getting more vassals. It's always good. Seeing if we can ease the tensions with our new French rival. Not too thrilled about that one, but, you know, it's going to make it interesting later. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch my videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.